Let's get it right. It's not the best light, is it? That is not a good light. How are we going to do this? Yeah. How can we do this? How can we do this? Yeah, just preparing everything, guys. Preparing. It's better. Oh, I'm hoping that's a bit better. G'day, hello. Okay, we're back. So, I'll wait for a few more people to come into the chat. But welcome one, welcome all, welcome people who are here. Dave is having a chat. And this is a special kind of chat. I'm on a subscriber drive, guys. I just had a look at my numbers. So let's get a few subscribers tonight. Some new people. I'm hoping that the dear old algorithm shines favorably on me and brings me some new people who haven't come across the channel yet and are drawn probably by the thumbnail. Who's this guy? This guy's Dave from Dave's channel, and he's on a subscriber drive tonight, and would dearly love you to come and join him on his channel as he creeps up to some more numbers. Yeah, come and have a look. Anyway, how's everyone doing tonight or this morning? Might be very early morning where you are in the USA, or very, very late if you're on the eastern states. Oh God, we really definitely have to clean this old dinosaur out a bit. We're we're getting a bit shockers here. We're getting a bit shockers, that's for sure. But we'll do our best to clean it up a little bit. And yeah, hopefully we can. Hopefully we can get some vape action happening. We all like a bit of vape action. 4 in the chat. It's not really the live that I'd hoped, but it's the live that I've got. So let's have a great time. All I'm really looking for is one more subscriber to given me a bit of a what would you call it? A bit of a boost in the numbers, just to you guys are both subscribers, so g'day again. Yeah, again, doing another live, just this time for subscribers, looking for some new people who haven't come on board Dave's channel yet and might like to think about, yeah, all is well. All is well, Dylan, City of the Dead. We're about to make a cup of tea. Definitely need a cup of tea, that's for sure. We definitely need a cup of tea. But having a look at hopefully gaining some more subscribers. So that would be fun if we can get some more subscribers to the channel. And hopefully Good afternoon, OC. How are you, my good man? Hope all is well. I like the new. I can't go there, but I like the new emoji you've got there. Looks like a bike. I could be wrong, um, but good for you. Your little introduction into the world on your bike. Yes, we're all good. Except for my damned eye. That's obviously not good. But, oh man, a couple more days yet. Anyway, we're close. We're close to having this horrible... Yes, I thought it was your Softail. Slim Heritage. Yes, a nice bike. Softail Slim Heritage. Okay. That's the same model as my mate has got in Armidale. He has got a Softail Slim, but it's the Heritage. That's okay. No, you can type fine, my good man. You type fine. I wouldn't worry at all. No, don't worry about that little thing. Curtis, would you consider subscribing to the channel if you haven't already? And that would bring the numbers up to 1,150. Sort of nice, tidy little number. Thought I would have a push for that this afternoon to try and boost those numbers. Oh, okay. Thanks. And I'm not upset. Thank you, Curtis. Thank you very kindly. Just looking for names that I haven't recognised, and fool is me, who should have remembered you, Curtis, from past chats and past comments. So please, my forgiveness. I request from you. No, I'm not always awake. It's different time zones. So we're at the end of our day here in Western Australia. Oh, I don't think I've got Alzheimer's just yet. I hope not, anyway. I can remember when was the last time. Oh dear. No, I mean I've been on a few times today, but excuse me. Oh, I guess wow. Oh man, I'm a bit yeah, that one got in bit. Maybe I'm up because I like smoking my vapes. That's probably what I like doing. I'll just give my eye a bit of a treatment. Oh, she's a bit how you going? We got to make ourselves a cup of tea. Yeah, I'm getting ready for hospital administration, so I've got to cut the drink out. Cut the drink out if I want to heal quickly from the operation. If I want to heal slower, keep drinking, and I don't really want to heal slower. Stumpy, how you going? I was talking about you the other day, West Coast Eagles. There you go, Stumpy. Hey, what's going on? Oh, West Coast Eagles. Yeah, they're behind me somewhere. It's there somewhere, just right at the back there. I'm not really much of a supporter, but you know that's okay. I used to play when I was a kid. That's for sure. I used to play AFL footy as a kid, but I wasn't really very good at it. So leave it to the sportier types, eh? Who are good at the game. I'll just sit and eat the pies. and cheer on. That's what I'm good at. Yeah, yeah. Oh, I hope they have another premiership just for their supporters. Their supporters need the rewards. You know, they support the games day in day out. Spend loads on merchandise and memberships each year. It's nice when their team gets up and they feel that they've conquered the unconquerable, which is usually all the East Coast teams. But yeah, they reckon West Coast might win another premiership. I hope they do. You know, it's all about getting the right. Um, it's not a bit of a show and got a good foodie. I'm there. Yeah, exactly right. You know. But if it's got a bit of a show and good food on there, no, that's exactly right. I see. I don't mind a bit of an old footy game. What was it? Football. I wrote a song about football. I think it went hot pie, meat pies, hot dogs, sausage rolls. Watch tight shorts as they go for the goals. The game is over. Your team has lost. Scramble in the mud for the undies that you tossed at the football. At the football. You get on in your car and you go home half taint. You kick the dog and from the missus you were flanked. Oh, something or other. A long time ago I wrote it. Terrible songwriter I am. An absolute terrible. Yeah, he would have been shattered. Hawthorn versus Fremantle. They nearly had it too, didn't they? 1 point or something. Yeah, I could see that. Yeah, that would be quite disappointing for. But at the end of the day, there has to be a winner or a paid-off loser. There you go, Stumpy. Paid-off loser, eh? Fife Transport needed a new truck. Oh, Nat, he needed to sit in a new Freightliner. There you go. Oh, I don't know. I shouldn't say that. Yes. Oh, I like to have a crack at writing a song. I've definitely been recently inspired by Whitesnake, strangely enough, namely David Cloverfield, and the way he methodically worked. I think I need to focus a little bit more when I go into the recording studio. Yeah, he would definitely retire. Poor old guy. He'd be better in a coaching role anyway. Fife resigned. I think he did resign already. That car guy, nice beard. Hey, how you going, that car guy? Can we maybe interest you in a subscription to a biker page? I know you're a car guy, but you might like motorcycles too. Would you consider a subscription to my channel, as I haven't seen your name here before in the chat, and today's chat was primarily focused on getting some more subscribers into the fold of Dave's channel. I'd really appreciate that. So we can do a few more things. No, the eye's going to be seen on Thursday. It's going to be operated on. That car guy, you get the big thumbs up from me. Now, that's really great. We've got to a little bit of a magic number now. I actually only needed one more subscriber to get to the 1,150 mark. And that's pretty good for the month. I'm happy about that. The algorithm's happy. It'll hopefully push it out in the direction of other YouTube audiences that might get a little bit of entertainment from a guy who rides around Australia on a motorcycle, or is planning to, and go into the definitely go into the recording studio with some fresh ideas. I was mentioning David Cloverdale from Whitesnake, and just looking at a few strategic ways that they build their songs, and I'm thinking I'm liking that formula. Nice beard as Father Christmas. There you go. No, I'm not a Brendan. How you going, mate? Yeah, I'm doing all right. I think I'm doing okay. It's it's uh, it's it's a little bit of a labour of love. Constantly making content and coming up with new ideas. So I have resorted a bit to asking the audience, what do they want to see? What are some of the ideas that we can prompt around, and so that the audience feels that they are getting involved in the grassroots of the channel, in the and definitely in the grassroots of the content making, and what we can do. Yes, coming B. There you go. No worries. I have no idea what you're trying to write, Kyle, but it's good to see you again, Kyle. Kyle, were you the one telling us a little bit about your discovery of citral strain of medical cannabis? I wonder if that was you. You've been hitting the source, mate. He may have been. He may have been hitting the source. I can't QC tonight. I see tonight. I wanna have a bit of a detox for the next 2 days. It's not a lot. It was Phil Weir. Yes, there you go. Yeah, Phil Weir's here somewhere. Phil Weir from the Grateful Dead. Yes. I ride too, that car guy. There they are there. The Softail Slim and the Road King Special. They're my motorcycles. There you go. My motorcycles. Boom, boom. That didn't work for me. There you go. Premier text. Yes, it can do that, can't it? Yes. Premature text punctuation. G'day, Joy. How are you? You're a slim as well, Dave. Yeah, I love me slims. Don't you worry. So that's a Softail Slim, but it's been definitely not heritagefied. It's definitely a bit different. But anyway, yes. Joy Blogs, how you going? Yeah, it's definitely a bit different. It's had a few things to it. I'm pretty sure you've seen it, OC, plenty of times in the latest videos that have been going around on the channel, and how I've got the two different bikes. Like a small game basket on the forks. Yeah, I get it, brother. The small game basket. Matey. I hope so. I haven't got the excuse me. I haven't got the ability to check, Bill, because I'm on the phone. Yeah, no, that's a Slim. Yeah, I'll show you, mate. Softail Slim, 2016. Maybe that's the angle you need. That's all. That's probably. Yeah, it's just a Slim. Yeah, it's straight up bog standard 110 cube Slim with a few little added extras on the bike. Excuse me. Yeah, with a few little extras on the bike. Excuse me, chat. The the cannabis really dug in there. Whoa, whoa. Okay, so I was in Washington this morning having a multi live with some friends, and we were talking about cannabis use and that and the other, and it's legal in Washington, so you can have it recreationally and rah rah rah. And the comment came that they found it funny how I kept calling a bong hit a medical treatment, and I was sort of trying to explain to that group of in America that I want to raise the profile of marijuana use, from it being something that was shunned and called the devil's lettuce. Outlaw. And not, not being, the dumb hippie, uneducated hippie, but rather the guy who's going to invent fire retardant building material out of the stalks and stem and roots of and the leaves of the bloody plant, and keep the heads for his tin, of course. But all the rest of the plant gets pulped and mixed with lime, and it turns into a building block. And that building block just happens to be fire retardant. And in a country like Australia with so much risk of bushfires, why shouldn't we be thinking about building our houses with this material? A multi-billion-dollar industry over the next 4 years, forward estimates, I think they call it. The forward estimates over the next 4 years could certainly net a substantial amount of money. 1.42 billion, I believe, was the word. That's quite a lot of money up there with some resources, that's for sure. I doubt if they get that much from some resources. I think iron ore would be up there. That'd be in the definitely high billions, that's for sure. But could it rival some of the other agricultural crops, wheat, barley, oats, canola, those sorts of things? Could it rival those exports? And the money that's so hemp has its place. Yes, that's right. The current vision. That's right, man. Glad to see it. Like I will. So I was enjoying telling these Americans in Washington who had carte blanche to have their dope whenever they wanted, but they were still talking about it in slang terms, and I was explaining to them that it needs to come out of that dark space and be held in its true light as a true medical treatment, and really raise its profile, and not be no, I hate that people think oh, you shouldn't smoke dope because it's the devil's lettuce and all that sort of stuff. It's just been so hounded with negative propaganda, certainly my whole life. My whole life has been very difficult, being a long-term marijuana user with the current laws here in Australia. It was only 12 years ago that cannabis was seen as okay to be given as legal prescription. So it's not that here in Australia, 2016, I believe. But but there were some cases of it being given a little earlier than that. But formally, 2016 is when it was green lit by the Therapeutic Goods and Administration. And there you go. Anyway, I hope I'm not boring you with marijuana history of Australia, but just to let you know that, your man here on Dave's channel is about lifting the shroud that is, all about cannabis. And, I don't want to be the giggling bong smoker in the back room. I want to be the dude having the roach clip, very dignified, and enjoying my medical treatment. Or, for a better word, I have a very suave looking vape, and it's a very suave sort of thing to do. No, I thank you, OC. But sometimes I do rabbit on a little bit, a rabbit. So we're always our own self-critic. But that's good. So I asked for another subscriber. I was rewarded it. I am very the devil's lettuce. I asked the devil, and he said he don't eat lettuce. That's right, the devil's lettuce. Yes, the devil's lettuce. Very much a term used in places, Darwin and Catherine and along the Kimberleys. Places like Fitzroy Crossing and Halls Creek. Yeah. Those sort of places where, ignorance is allowed to thrive, and science, there's no place for science in these places of, such powerful propaganda by, I guess, alcohol retailers who want the population to drink alcohol and not be content and stoned all day, and not, have to drink because they're happy being stoned. Anyway, that's all. I think everything in moderation. What do you reckon, guys? Yes, everything in moderation. Has anything got anybody want to say anything in the chat, or are you leaving it all up to me? Which, means that the chat sort of dies. Well, quick little half an hour to get a couple of subscribers was a good thing to do. There are certainly other things like sitting in front of the TV and watching the news. You can do that. Tolga, hey, Tox Vlogs, you haven't been on here for a while. Hello, how are you? It's good to see you. I'm good. I'm very good. We're just doing a bit of a subscriber drive, looking for some new people who have not come across the channel before, and encouraging them to consider subscribing to Dave's channel. And it's yes, there is one batshit crazy, very, very. However, it needs to be given the green light by the surgeons. What I can do with this eye and what I can't. So we'll see. We'll talk about it. But I do have. I may have to buy a new helmet. I think I may have to buy a new helmet. And be done with it and get a really good helmet. Bugger it. I think $600 will get me a really good helmet here in Australia, with both night and day eye protection. And that's what I need, definitely. The bright sun of the outback is paying a price in my eyesight. I didn't think it would, but it did, and it has. But it's going to be removed anyway, and hopefully give me a lot better quality of life than I'm having at the moment. And get out and do these long trips that I want to do. But only if the eye says I can, and the doctors who are controlling the eye. So there you go. Well, I mean, controlling the eye. They're doing the surgery, and they're seeing how deep the tentacles go down and into the eye. So we have no idea. No Manners. Good evening, Dave. Well, good evening, No Manners. I'll be full of No Manners and ask, have you considered subscribing to my channel, No Manners? If you are not already a subscriber, as tonight's chat is about a subscriber recruitment drive. There you go. I am gaining more subscribers. If you are a subscriber, then I totally and utterly thank you. If not, would you consider giving a little subscribe to Dave's channel? Well, it's not so little. It's a big deal for me. And I'd appreciate that. No worries. No worries at all. Thanks for joining us. Hey, thanks for joining. How was everyone's day? Was it good? You're most welcome to talk about almost anything. Certainly motorcycle related and medical cannabis are two big topics, but there's also music and painting. Yes, I know. Steve Austin. That's it. And stream the chat right into your head. I love it, Kyle. Exactly. Yeah, I'm going full face, Tony. It was wet out the tow truck today. Did you get much work? Wonder if you got much work. Slippery roads, new drivers, hasn't rained for a bit. Roads would be greasy, and big business for the tow trucks. Picking up all the dingles. Thank you. Oh, God, I hate this bit here. But anyway, there you go. Yes. Yes, that's it. Yeah, South Street. There you go. A few smashes. Keep going off near South Street. Yeah. Impatient drivers. Inattentive drivers. There you go. And that's what'll do it every time. Oh. I'd like to think, when I'm riding, I am aware of a circle around me. What can hit me from there, from directly behind, from over there, directly in front. I like to think that there's a circle when I'm riding. No, I don't have much sidecar experience. I've never driven one. I've never been in one. It may, in years to come, be a trike for Dave. But let's see how we go. No, this is a la natural. Top Goo 09. There you go. Top Go 09. No, this is a la natural. Bit of dishwashing soap, palm olive on the hand. Cleans all the food out of the beard, and you're right for carry on. Run the comb through it, and away you go. Way you go. And then you're right. So, yeah, no beards, no manscaping gear for old Dave. Nothing like that. There you go. Dishwashing soap. Oh, yeah, mate. That's it. Dishwashing soap. The old palm olive, mate. My once a week shower. And then, well, living like Mr. Stone Surfer. Yeah, I thought about him. I've seen my mate bought a modular helmet that goes, can go all the way back as a half face. It can go all the way forward as a full face with a clear visor and a secondary tinted visor. It's a pretty good helmet, actually. Um, I think it's just slightly a little bit under. I might be able to get away with under $500 Australian. Dapper Dan. I don't have any Dapper Dan. If I was to use anything at all, I think, oh God, hair treatment product. What did old Keithy use in jail? He used, because he was getting bald up the top, and he used black shoe polish. Poor bugger. He was that worried about it. Suppose, you've got a lot of time on your hands. Hey, Tolga, how you going? DYI herb, dry herb. The vape. Yes, the vape is dry herb. Oh no. Yeah, it is costly, I suppose, the whole thing. But then, so is repeat scripts of Panadine Forts, and those sorts of things. They're just, geez, you can chew through those Panadine Forts, man. I don't use anything like that. I just rely on the medical cannabis to sort my shoulder pain out, my back pain from an old work injury, and currently working to assist me being comfortable with the discomfort in my eyes. So there you go. And as most of the chat know, that I'm a bit of a pro-activist dude when it comes to taking cannabis out of the closet and into the mainstream world in a sensible and smart and respectful way. So there you go. Yeah. But I don't use the Panadine Forts anymore. No need for them. I've got a really good medical cannabis regime, and it's doing what it's told very, very well. It's going quite good, actually. I tell you what, though, if you don't mind, would like you to chat amongst yourselves for 5 minutes while I make a nice cup of tea, because I'm not drinking tonight. I'm getting ready for a surgery procedure in a couple of days, and I'd like to have a nice, at least semi working liver. So there you go. I'm just going to make myself a cup of tea. I hope you can see the bikes okay. Maybe you can't, maybe you can. I'm not 100% sure. I'll come around and have a look. I'm hoping you can see the bikes. Can you see the bikes? Ah, yeah. All right. Look, I'm going to be back in a bit. I won't be too long. Okay, we're back again. We're back again, chat. Got our cup of tea. Spilling it everywhere. Yeah, it's not like going to the bar making a cuppa, that's for sure. I had to brew it, you know, make it nice. Yeah, it's a bit, you know. There you go. G'day. So Tony's here. No manners. Cup of tea. English brown. I've got what have I got? Earl Grey by two tea bags of Earl Grey. It's a good old strong cup. I mean, I shouldn't be really getting into my coffee in the morning. It's such dreadful coffee we've got here. I do like a robust coffee, but freeze-dried coffee. Yeah, have it. You can have it. I'm better off doing this, having a nice good old cup of tea and a piece of toast in the morning. Anyway, I'm off early in the morning to see the man with all the drugs, the good proper drugs, the anaesthetic to put me under. So he'll want to ask me some questions exactly about my level of drinking and be tickled pink that I gave up a couple of days prior to the procedure. Look, it's not an instant stop, but just a bit of a break. There you go. Oh, I would have loved to, Tony. If only, you know, if only I had a fire. He could have done the billy over my head, swing the billy round and put the gum leaf into it. Still got to do that yet. A whole blog dedicated to what is a billy tea. But it takes a while to get out to where you can cook the billy tea. I was hoping somewhere along the Nullarbor, perhaps from the Western Australian border halfway to the next roadhouse, which is Nullarbor. It's all pretty freaking well desert out there. Small little salt bush, and it's just salt bush, I think. There's no trees. Or if they are, they're very small mulga trees, that's for sure. The wind is just ruthless there, so hopefully that behaves itself. And we're doing okay wind-wise. Usually it's pretty good. The trip over and back across the southern parts of Australia, it's not too bad. I think the goldfields can get a bit hot, and inland South Australia up to definitely up to but it's a different trip. I think I'll take the old standard route again, and chatting away into then I'm disconnected. There you go. Oh, guys. Anyway. Is there anything that anyone would like to talk about here in Dave's channel? Or am I totally just missing it? Yeah. 2006 OC. I saw Cooper Pedy. I had a look at an underground bar. I had a look at the opals for sale in the main street, and then I saw lots of white mounds. Occasionally, you see a truck with a funny looking dump truck, the way it tumbles and then turns. It's quite unique machinery out there in Cooper Pedy. And Lightning Ridge is much the same too, the same sort of landscape as Cooper Pedy. Oh, it's not the tea time blog, but it's in place of the alcohol I usually drink whilst I'm having a chit chat. I've decided tonight to have the old cup of tea, mate. Oh no, Lightning is not as a setup, but it's certainly definitely an opal field in Lightning Ridge. But yeah, look, Cooper Pedy is vast, and you don't want to walk around off the road there, that's for sure, and fall down a bloody shaft. Yeah, mining can be very dangerous out there. Don't go walking around at night anyway. Yeah, it is a bit how you're going. A lot of hours for, what, meager existence, maybe, you know. Well, Tony, Boulder was awful. But it's good that you did it. It's good that you saw the um, the character that is the Goldfields, Tony, and how you vowed never to go back there again. It's onward and upward from here. I hope you agree. Anyway, Colorado. It's a lot like Oz Boulder. Yeah, that Boulder in Kalgoorlie. Mm. Yeah, I went to the bloody bar where they had the yeah, some nasty people there anyway. You don't want to be fucking stupid, that's for sure. Oh, Dysart, God. I mean, you've also got Marble Bar. It's another place, totally opposite ends of ends of Australia. You know, one's the Pilbara and one's the Goldfields. Different areas within Western Australia. But yeah, it's that's a proper shithole, mate. Dysart. I'll have to look it up. Where's it sort of near OC? Dysart. Is it in South Australia or is it Queensland? I'm thinking Queensland. Rural Queensland. I could be wrong. Got to leave this eye alone. It's a bugger. Central Queensland, yeah, that's what I thought it was. Yeah, Dysart Central. I'm thinking Emerald, and Emerald might be a bit north. Mm. Chechnya, there you go. Oh, I'm a musician, Mr. Is it Volta? Votcha. Big ass trucks, yeah, I know. I like to make music myself from Chechnya. Welcome to Australia. Feel very welcome, Volta. If you like, we're on subscription drive. Please feel free to have a look at the channel. There you go. Well, Matthew, you're gone, son. Sorry, mate. You're gone. Country music's good. Please do. I do a bit of music. I do a bit of motorcycle riding. We have a great old time. Wheels the size of a Winnebago. Yeah, those haul packs. Yeah, I know, mate. I also do the production. You can give me the clues. So please become a valued friend. And on this YouTube journey, may I pick your brains. Volt. Watchia. I'm trying to pronounce your name. Washta music. There you go. It's the best I can do. I'm not very good at pronouncing your name correctly, but I'm hoping that I giving it a go. VOJTA, Watcha music. No. There you go. You said my name correctly. Oh man, you got some gullible history. Chechnya. Northern Europe, isn't it? I'm not 100% sure. Try sliding, Tony. Excuse me. The old frog stuck in the throat. I must say, Chad, it was a very nice cup of tea. Close to Poland or Germany. Yeah, okay. So you're Central Europe, I suppose. I'm not very good with geography, but I definitely know you're not in Australia. It's getting to your winter time now, huh? In the Czech. I hope you're indoors with a fire, keeping warm, and hoping that the motorcycle season, hoping that the motorcycle season is upon you soon. Do you ride? Is that maybe why perhaps you may have come? That's right. Yeah, that's right. Tony's right. A B class license. You know, Tony, it's not called a B class anymore. It's called the Heavy Rigid, HR, Heavy Rigid. He's dead true, OC. He's dead true. Because it's not an articulated vehicle. The haul pack is essentially a dump truck, but it's a big mother of a dump truck. And no, don't be sorry. Don't be sorry. I love being old school, you know. I think old school is definitely one. Please, Vodka. You must look around the channel. There's a little, if you look in the videos and playlists and those sort of things, the mongrel machine that passed me made me look like an ant. Yeah, right. God. Yeah. They've got some big, oh man, they've got some big stuff. So that, talking about big infrastructure and stuff, I do try and film a lot of heavy haulage and those sorts of things when I'm out on the road in those areas. I particularly like the way how the whole highway is taken up by one dump truck, and it's not, the dump truck's not even together. The dump truck's so big it has to go on two separate trucks, like the body and the cab. without the wheels. And then another truck and trailer to carry the bucket. It's just an absolute. They're massive. They are absolutely massive. These things. Leighton, yeah, Thies, John Holland, and even he screamed like a schoolgirl when it went by. Look, really, there you go. So it must have been massive. Oh God, it must have been massive. Have a good night, Bill. See you later, mate. Okay, thanks for catching in. Thanks for joining us here on. You nearly stayed for the hour, Bill. Well done. Thank you for your time. Yes, so there you go. A musician. Well, at the moment, I haven't really got my guitar out of Vokja. Here we go in Doug Stacks. How you going? I'm good. I'm good, Doug. I'm good, mate. Just kicking back here, wondering how's it all going in YouTube land, and trying to keep up with the comments and the change. Oh, probably a bit more than that. You'd want to think it was a bit more than $100 of gold on it. That was rather nice, rather used, but rather nice. I think we got our good use out of that one, guys. But as it always comes to pass, it gets clogged and it gets logged and it gets clogged up, and that's no good when it gets clogged up. So we'll just give it a bit of a clean. It always gets clogged. Anyway, there you go. Yeah, thanks, man. Thanks, my friend Bill. Have a good evening, mate. Thanks for tuning into Dave's channel. Can you imagine the fleet, Gina Ryan? Yeah, I know. After all, she is the richest woman in Australia. And she will make you know. That was the old joke about Gina Reinhardt. What's mine is always mine, and what's yours is also mine, because I work in a mine. It's about mine. I love that joke. That she's in a position of power, and why not? The comedians love having a dig at her. That's for sure. So she's open slather. I don't know much about her commitment to First Nation. I'm sure there is some sort of philanthropy on her part going on there. I'm sure she does, in her own way, look after the First Nations Australians. I'm sure she pays them a heap of royalty checks. That's for sure. But I think indirect, like proper scholarships and things like that for communities. I hope she does that sort of thing. I haven't really looked into what she does. Andrew Forrester from FMG is pretty quick to let us all know what he does for those sorts of people in those areas, in mining and things like that. She still hasn't got her $2 an hour workers yet. Oh, what's that? I missed it. I should have been following the chat a bit more. Oh, there you go. I did. why now? You know, why not? You're just another Rolf Harris, you know. Happens to a lot of people. It will, you know, their past and what they did. They thought they were, you know, and they're not. Yeah, he's a bit of a opportunist, I would say. I'm Alan Johns, you know, worship, worship. But the question is, yes, why now? I believe it's the media distracting us with something that is actually happening that we should be really knowing about. So I hate media. And I mean, that's the first thing that you're bombarded with as you open up your computer screen, you know, Alan Jones, more charges laid. It's not really what I want to follow. I'm straight to my YouTube analytics. That's the first thing. I'm a bit like a stock market person, because I am a little bit invested, because it's starting to generate a bit of money now. Very, very early days, but this is the new job, guys. So, you know, this is how I want to make money, you know. It's not, I don't know if I want to sell out or anything. I think I just want to keep doing what I'm doing, and then just existing off the content's got to get better. I've got to get better content and think about the content, think about the way I deliver my speech, think of maybe even start writing scripts. You know, so you're not hearing the same things, or, you know, being a little bit more prepared than just going out with a camera and shooting. I think that has a place, those serendipitous events that can happen when you just do that. But I think for good content, you've got to have a rough plan, and we're going to attempt that. We're going to have a bit of a rough plan. John Laws, yeah, he'll be next, I'm sure. Okay, so Jones was available in ads. He was too. Money. Yes, John Laws was the Valvoline ads. Yes, John Laws did the Valvoline oils, ain't oils. If I remember correctly, I see it's oils, ain't oils. Yeah, that's true. I see. You know, and the schedule stops. I know all the schedule stops and the history. And I was also told to, you know, interview the locals about their local golf clubs and their local fire brigade shows. And, you know, that always, you know, where do you start, where do you stop? But it should be all right, I hope. Oh yeah, we all love John Laws's voice, the man with the golden voice, definitely. Old John Laws, he was a good dude. He had a knack for media. Good talk, but I need to talk through a script. I think I'm getting lost at what to say. And I mean, only because I don't know enough about this subject, I think. Hansy is a bit rich, yeah, I get it. I just want to make $1. I don't want to be too over the top. You know, I filled in the all the tax information today, so, you know, if you watch the adverts, I get 3 cents. I love it. But if a lot of you watch the adverts, then that 3 cents turns, pretty soon into 75 cents. And, that's a good day working for 75 cents a day. Hey, but I tell you what, it doesn't feel like work. It's something I enjoy doing, and I've got to say that. So, might be some interesting art videos come out later on next year. There's a whole heap of stuff that can be explored on this platform. It's, not so much about how to paint, but more why to paint. Why would you be bothered painting? Painting's difficult and challenging, and you have all these inner fights with your self-criticism when you paint. But then you put yourself into 3 different chairs where one's very self-critical, one's very praising, and one doesn't give a fuck at all. It's just looking at it as an artwork. Does it work aesthetically? Does it? So having those different positions when you look at your painting, it helps me. Research is needed, Pinjar Park for Speedway race cars. Well, there you go, sidecars. Have some notes to pull back on track. My help. Yeah, that's what I need to do. Is just a little, I started with these little storyboards. Just writing the storyboard. What it is. In that particular one, I've got the intro and the outro, but I don't have the flesh. So we need to go and research about the flesh. 1880s, early 80s, 1800 outlaws of Western Australia. People like Moondyne Joe and others nefarious sheep rustlers. Do a live out there at the Pinjar Park for Speedway sidecars. Okay, do a live out there, Doug. That's a good idea. History of that river that floods. Oh yeah, that's Broken Hill and the river. No, that's Alice Springs and the River Todd we're talking about there. Plus I have to be the Banjo Patterson pub. I should write that down. Hold on. Where did we go? So that's a good one. Banjo Patterson pub. Now, I think I know what that pub is, and I think that's in Winton, in Queensland. Winton in Queensland. The birth of Waltzing Matilda was at the Winton pub. So there's a few things there, and look, I must say it does help that I've established myself in America. I've got definitely a toe in the door there, so I'm happy about that. So I can direct the content towards if you're not Australian, and I think that sort of gives it a bit of an international sort of lift, I think, a little bit. I like doing that. So yeah, that's a good idea. The banjo, and but please, your the settlers, and why did they settle? Well, look, the settlers is the topic. Settlers, and I would say returned soldiers. Returned soldiers. God, my spelling. Land exchange. If you went off and fought in the Second World War and returned home, you were given parcels of agricultural land to open up and develop. And yeah, yes, it is the Winton pub. It's in Winton in Western Queensland, on the way towards the Northern Territory, actually. Um, Vintage Motox at Noble Falls. Fuck, do they do that? See, I didn't know anything about this, Doug. Of course they do, Vintage Motax. So I can find that stuff up by researching it online, I'm sure, for the next meets and those sorts of things, and hopefully get in touch with the people that organise those. Yeah, he'll be mentioned, but the poem of Ned Story. They're good ideas. And I'll just highlight that one there. I'm not even sure that I can probably use that music, but that goes back to the Moondine Joe one here of Outlaws. So, I mean, was the swag man who stole the sheep really an outlaw? He was just a hungry swaggy. I think he even left I know he was captured, that's right, for sheep rustling. Ah, that's right, that's what the whole premise of the up jumped the sheep, up jumped the troopers, 1, 2, 3, and brought the old fucking swag man from the Billabong down. What a sad story. He was just trying to get a feed. But Ned Kelly, Ned Kelly, and how does Ned Kelly fit in with the Western Australian outlaw? Do we, maybe look, all good things to consider, and that's how I'm getting my research, just by throwing it out there to my audience. So, man, okay, where we go, and I love it, and I think it's it'll be good to see too, when you guys watch the programs and say, oh yeah, I remember that live, we were talking about that, and to hear the preamble, you reading it is a soft background tone. Yeah, preamble. Yep, got it. So reading the poem, reading poetry. So recite poem. There you go. Let's use the right term. Recite poem. Waltzing Matilda. There you go. Recite poem, I think, is the right terminology. I might be wrong in just a fucking. When I went around Oz, spent a couple of days in the country. Glenrowan, yeah, okay. So I'll be going to Captain Thunderbolt around Tenterfield. So somewhere here we've got to talk about Captain Thunderbolt. So I know I'll be in that area, but Glenrowan and Victoria, I'm not 100% sure if Dangerous Dave Everett. Existe soldier. Dave Elliot? Dave Everett. As in Kenny Everett. Yeah, no worries, I will. Yeah, I've talked about Alan's wife, Eileen. Eileen, yeah, Bob Hawke's wife. She's going to mention too. She was all for Oz. Big Red. Mad Dog Morgan. Yes, that's right. Mad Dog Morgan. Who have we got here? Mad Dog Morgan. Moondine Joe, that's right. Moondine Joe. Yeah, there's a couple of outlaws already in that sort of Captain Midnight. I think that is Thunderbolt, Captain Thunderbolt. I'm not 100% sure. Yeah, well, that's it. And the story I see of him, even, in jail, he was a horrible piece of work. He was getting the Crims to get their grandparents to invest in, he was doing financial advising for criminals in jail. It was just awful. But his paintings were good. They would have got him a bit of money when he got out of jail. His paintings, he did his jail the best way he could. Good on him. Don't hear too much about Alan Bond now. I don't even know if he's still alive. They had a pretty excessive life in the 70s and 80s, that's for sure, with his big trucking companies and Bell Brothers Trucking Company. That was all Alan Bond. Oh, look, him and the state premier too, absolutely feathering their own nests. It's a good call there, Doug Stacks, the Mickelberg's gold swindle, Yeah. And also how yeah. How you going, bloke? Good day, Mr. Alan Bond. How you going, bloke? Eureka. That's it. Eureka. Oh, I'm glad you're sitting there in Thailand, OC, and you're having a very much an Australian conversation. It must be heartwarming if you're a little bit missing the motherland, but still living in absolute paradise, but missing the motherland a little bit. The mother tongue, I guess, the mother tongue. That's WA, all those things, which is good that now we've got a record of it. So I can rewatch this live a couple of weeks down the track for all those comments that were made about Mad Dan Morgan, about the Nickelbergs, about vintage moto racing in Noble Falls. Now that pricked my attention. Don't you worry about that. So Douglas Stacks, you have been absolutely instrumental in this evening's chat and research gathering that I had just organised to get one more subscriber from. I was fishing for subscribers, I won't lie. All I needed was one, and I got him within a few seconds, so I appreciated it, that actually. But the chat tonight has been very successful, one of the better ones for Dave's channel in general, with just thoughts, ideas, participation from the audience to make it their little channel as well, Get a kangaroo up ya. There you go. Get a kangaroo up ya. Brown Chicken, how you going, mate? It's good to see you. It's good to see you. It's good to see you here. I was just saying how glad this chat was. So productive in generating ideas for the little storyboards that I'm making. And I won't throw those cards out. I'll put them away in my little file there that, what'll be. And that's plenty of ideas. There's 3 months worth of work there, The bank is in trouble. Yeah, I know. The bank is in trouble if they owe you 100 million. Yeah, I know, brother. The corners of the earth. Yes, I appreciate that, Kyle. I also appreciate you helping us with the Citral strain the other night. That was really impressive stuff. I know it's just Google, blah, 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 but it's knowing the right sites. I'd never heard of LeafLock, but now I have. So I'm pretty sure it was, if it wasn't you, then I'm, confused a bit. But that's all good. But I like what you've brought to the table today, Doug Stacks. Thank you very kindly. You've got some ideas there that I hadn't thought of. And I mean, who doesn't like vintage machinery? And to see it put through its paces at Noble Falls would be a good day indeed. Yes. So, doesn't matter that we got 12 likes. It's cool what we had here today. Very interesting chat. How do YouTubers make content? Do they just delve into their bank balance like $1 Million Bogan, or what do they do if they haven't got that access and they still, like the idea of getting a few dollars from a Airbnb commercial? Why not? It was interesting. I had to actually select what sort of adverts I wanted my viewers to see, and there was a multitude of really bad ads. Sex dating sites and all that sort of shit you could put on. But no, it was all about, I have possibly, mature women come into my chat and watch my films. I have, and perhaps their grandkids are with them. My show might be on a TV. I've got to be considerate of other people, and that's given me some thought. I've got to think about those things when I make these decisions. I can't just go for the easy money of gambling sites and dating sites and all sorts of shopping sites and all that. They weren't getting they weren't getting anything. The shopping sites, they weren't getting a thing. The other things like it's all happening out there. Just goes to show you, anyway. Yeah, it's a big red flag, man. So they'll just stay away from them. They just don't get attention. And Motorborn, g'day, how you going? Good to see you. We're just finishing up a very, very productive chat, Motorborn. How I've interacted with the audience to gain deeper ideas of how we make content and what would the viewers like to see. And I think it's been quite a productive chat as opposed to an unproductive one. Plenty of interaction with audience participants, and lots of interaction, and that's what makes a good live, I believe. I don't know, you might do a live OC, but I think it's pretty early in the morning there. We were talking about that straight away, up. Yes, and that's all makes it worthwhile watching. That's right. That's right. I saw a few Dear. I saw a few posts by our friend. I'll make you uncomfortable. The poor bugger. He's really put himself out on an island. He put himself out there. We didn't do it. He certainly has isolated himself drastically. Oh, the poor guy. I hope he's okay. I hope he doesn't do anything stupid and rash. I think he may be better off putting down social media for a little while and doing something else, making a model perhaps. So if I see him a bit more throughout, maybe when I'm on Mac's channel or anything like that, I'll encourage him to make a model and use his time doing that way, as I probably would be too if I was stuck indoors in winter. I think social media can be good and it can be bad. Tonight was particularly good for me by having a online discussion and listening to other responses and interacting with a chat. I think that was the most positive thing. Yes, he's around. It should be soon for Retired Rider, so I'll probably zip over there and have a bit of a look after I leave here. I'm sure people like OC know who Retired Rider Road Glide. He's not Retired Rider Road King anymore. He's updated his name now to a Road Glide. You know, I suppose, you know, the poor old Road King's just the second unloved cousin, the Brussels sprout of the Harley fleet. The unloved Brussels sprout, the poor old Road King. But anyway, we rock on. So yeah, when's that on? In a couple of hours or soonish? Hey, I'm with you there, I say. I mean, he's right. He's right. That was a good little talk about the differences in how we perceive smoking dope today, Motorborn. I must say, I was telling the chat a little bit about that early. How the you know, for far too long, cannabis use has been seen as a sort of, you know, in the closet sort of thing, you know, sneaking away, and a medical treatment should be revered and had in the most positive light. I think still said it now. People like Dave give the support needed. Definitely, it helps to keep these things going. Yeah, well, look, I think, you know, particularly the last few hours, you've needed that support. Let's regroup next week, and for the moment, we'll see you over at retired riders chat, and I'll have a little bit of time to get some tea, and I thank everybody today for this chat. Yeah, take away the old stigmas. That's right. And look, to some point, you know, I will still sort of insist that, you know, no, I can't really. I was thinking about Sick and his bong, you know, but if we really talk about that, you know, the bong is always clean. There's ice in it. He treats it like, you know, it's a bit of a a ritual. It's not just a dirty old, yeah. So I have. I can't really criticize him for doing that. I think he's uh, he's certainly got a bong culture that's better than some I've seen. Put it that way. That's just, it's certainly a ritual, as opposed to, sitting around there. You may as well have a syringe in your arm, just, because it's about getting the hit. It's as quick as it can. It's not about a relaxing ritual. There is a difference. Just a dirty old orchy bottle with a garden hose pipe. Exactly what I'm talking about. I see. Um, that was our Australian bong, was just awful, and Sikh doesn't really do that. It's more a yeah, definitely a ritualistic thing, almost bordering on religious, you know. Well, I guess to some cultures, Rastafarian is very important. The Rastafarian. So Motorborn, if you're still there, um, I don't know about that. It's not about that. I'm sure it could be, but when is John on? Is it soon-ish, or is it in a few more hours? I think we still have your day to go, and he's tonight, which is, I'd be better off catching him in the early morning, which is early morning our time. I could be wrong. I don't even know if Mulder is still in the chat. Are you still there, Mr. Moto? Are you still there? Oh, Mr. Man. Are you still there, Mr. Moto? I'm just doing the best I can. 7 p.m. early morning your time. Yeah, that's what I thought it was. Yeah, no need to close up shop here, guys. We're kicking it. So I'm just trying to make this what do you call it? The damned grinder a bit easier, user friendly, if I so could. It's a little better. It's not the best, of course. Everything just sticks, and I'm gonna have to clean it, I think, guys. It's come to that. I'm gonna have to clean it. It's just come to that, which is a shame, really, because there's quite a good little bit of product in there, and well, when the product utensils are rendered useless because of so much sticky gunk, you have to resort to other measures, and those other measures are isopropic alcohol. There you go. So it's isopropic alcohol time. Roll a joint. I can't, Tony. I can't smoke joints anymore. I cough, you know me and my coffee. It's just horrid. I mean, I'm going to cough anyway, I suppose. So what's the point? There we go. So we'll let that soak for a bit. We'll clean up the old grinder. It always gets chocked up. Bar humbug and all that sort of stuff, but we got all the right tools to clean it, so we'll give it a bit of a clean. We are now call them emotional support sticks. Joints, okay, is that what they are? Emotional support sticks. I know I could do that. Roll up an emotional support stick. It's got a certain ring to it, hasn't it? An emotional support. God, Thailand has just jumped on the legalised cannabis bandwagon and absolutely run with it. Good on them. Fucking good on them. You know, smart business people. God, it's really stuck on there. Okay, here we go. It is stuck on, guys, like glue, this stuff. And but it's fun, you know. It's fun to clean, you know. Here in my workshop, cleaning every day, the grinding wheel of the millstone. Yeah, it's still not done. Anyway, here we go. Cleaning the millstone. The millstone with the I think what they call this is a scribing tool, but it seems to work. The old scribing tool seems to get it off. But geez, she was stuck on there, guys. She was stuck on there. Okay. Put that down. Pop that in. That's the old lid. So that's not doing so good either. I could do with a bit of a clean. Oh yeah, she's okay, she's a bit. There you go. There's some chunky El Chunkos stuck in parts in this thing. But you know, we'll get them all out. And it'll be all right. It's lovely how the old alcohol that was pure and clear is now slimy green, golden colour. All the oil and the hashish and everything's gone into it. So we'll just get some nice hot water on top of that to flush it and clean it out. And I think that should be oakley dokley. I think oakley dokley okay. We'll just get rid of it a little bit more. Because it's still there in bits. But it's not so bad now, I think. Yeah, that's good. We'll give that a good old clean. And we'll see how much charis we've got. So look, I'm just going to go and give this a flush with some hot water. I'll be back soon, guys. Won't be too far away. Hey ho, we're back again, we're back again, we're hey ho, we're back again, you know. Hey ho, we're back again, you know. Hey ho, we're back again, you know. There you go. Thanks for not leaving. I wasn't always far away. But Wheel Burner Express, good morning, everybody. Thank you for dropping in to my little garage here in Australia. Wheel Burner of some merit, a fellow YouTuber and trucker carrying the country of the USA on his shoulders all the way in his truck. Good on you, mate. Drank himself into it, Moto. G'day, Wheel Burner. Yes, he did. Terrible passing. I have no idea what the chat is, but that's okay. I don't know how old he was. He had to be in his 30s. So who are we talking about? Bon Scott. Sing outside of AC/DC. Yeah. So I've got a few little things from him. What's behind those doors, guys? What's behind those doors? I have no idea. No idea. His affiliation, Bon Scott, when he's saying for the Valentines. That's it. Yes. Watch Dave's video. His affiliation with Bon Scott. Thank you. Yeah. It's a good video, that one. When he's saying for the Valentines. Yes. Clean the instruments. Yes, clean the instruments. Very technical stuff, lads. Sorry I missed that, but thanks, guys. Yeah. No, it's good, man. Not really doing too much. Just waiting for medical treatment to have a cancerous growth in my eye removed, and I'll be a happy chappy when that's done. Let me tell you, and let me tell you, chat. Won't I be a happy chappy when that is done? But for the time being, I don't think we can quite really use this until it's dried. What we can do, though, we can fire up. I'm hoping we can fire it up. I'm hoping we can. Bugger. It might be this one here. I'm hoping it's this one here. I want that stopped. I don't know how to do that. Ooh. Could have cut my hand off. So we won't do that. It was just trying to get the compressor to work. I wonder if I did that. Would that work? Yes, it might, you know. Damn, it's not going to reach. Damn it. Damn, it's not going to reach. Oh, well. Damn it. Was that enough? Was that enough? Anyway, it's too difficult. We've got a little compressor down there, and would have been perfect to blow out the water in the muller. It doesn't matter. Grinders, guys, grinders. Nurse grinder will be along directly. Yeah, I know. By the way, we don't need to see the operation getting down. Nah, I'm not going to show that. I won't be showing that. But it will be good to have it done soon, guys. Very, very soon. Anyway, thanks for joining us tonight. We have a fly on the screen of the camera. It's a good little chat. Thanks for all coming, for joining, leaving a comment, leaving a like. That's what makes this interaction so worthwhile for all of us here. Well done, guys. I will not be showing the operation, Tony, so don't worry. Um, although I'd like to. If I suffer, you should all suffer with me. Share the burden. But no, 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 it's not fair. It's something that I don't wish on anybody, man. It's just absolutely awful. But we'll rock it and we'll sleep through it, so I don't have to be, you know, seeing this, guy go, oh, crazy. Pleasure. Got a few stories, not a lot, just a couple. Yeehaw. Couple more to come. If I say everything, it'll be all over and done, and there'll be nothing left to say. So got to keep a little bit in the reserve. Keep something in an operation. Could be Katie correct moment for content. Yeah, I know. But 2-4, how you going? Live in the wide world. That's it, mate. It's good to see you, 2-4. I don't know, mate. If I go down that angle, it's a preventative educational lecture more than anything. And I think that's how I do it. I think that's just about done, guys. That's just about done. It's done. Like a dinner. Oh, she's a done. Well, we got a little bit left. We got a little bit left. Oh, God. Yes, that's right. She had the colostomy on national TV. She did too. In the truest, donating one's body to science sort of thing, scientific medicine sort of thing, so that people could see what it was involved and, get the wider public doing these procedures to save their lives. It made sense. Could mine be the same sorts of things? I don't know. But I'm pretty sure what they've got in surgery is a big television screen with it there and cameras everywhere, and I don't think it'd be too much of a problem to get it done, to walk in there and say, look, do you mind if this is running while you do this operation, because I can use it to show that this is what happens if you don't wear the right stuff, if you don't have the right equipment when you're riding long haul distance, and you're exposed to the sun for days and hours on end every day. This is what happens to your eyes. Forewarned is better placed, I think. Sick, how you going? Yes, we've got a few people in the chat now, but we've still got 13 likes. So how about it, guys? Smash the like button for Davey. In between puffs of acrid grey smoke. It's away, boys. Thanks. Thank you again. Must say, so that's the definition of how to hold a chat, I think, guys. Interact with your audience, get the ideas flowing, the creative juices erupting, and bang, you are away. I think it's a good old thing. Anyway, I do spend a lot of time by myself, I must admit. I'm not very social in this house, really. I do my little best, but I did the washing up before. I mean, give me a break. Wasn't even my dishes, and I still did it. So there you go. That's love. That's love. I don't know, guys. I can't use my machine sick because I had to wash it. It's just no good. It'll just oh, I don't know how to do it. What I really need is the bloody air. The air compressor on. But when you turn the power for the air compressor on, the grinder and the lathe and the fucking bandsaw all go off. I don't know how to turn them off. Old mate just switches it off at the wall. But I'm not too savvy with the what's the name, the actual on and off switches. I don't know where they are, so I'm just let it go. Yes, smashed, totally, absolutely, but trying to maintain some sense of control. Sick, smashed. Oh, the like button. Yeah, no, sorry, mate. I thought you meant me. Smashed. I am a bit smashed. That's all right. I'm not pissed. I haven't drunk today, nor tomorrow, nor the next day. Probably the day after that. Might not drink for a little while yet. Get over this injury. Let's put them smokes down too, I think. Yeah, no, I'm sorry, brother. I got it. I'm done. Cleaned my grinder the other day. Should have just bought a new one for how long it took. Yeah, I know. But I used angle grinder and a scriber and drill bits, and I still didn't get it all. Yeah, I know. They just get fucking chockers, don't they? You need your dope really, really, really dry, and I've still got moisture all over this one, all over the top. And it's not really drying very well. And if I heat it up, I think that's just gonna, go. So what do you do? What do you do? There's nothing you can do. You can't heat it up. You put it on a motorcycle and you die of bloody carbon monoxide poisoning in the shed because open the doors up and then the neighbours will complain. What do you do? That's it. And that's what I use tea for. Rubbing alcohol, which is the isopopic 64% stuff. And yeah, it cleans it up. Cleans it up pretty good. There's no doubt in there. It cleans it up pretty good. Baking soda is a good cleaner. I didn't know that, OC. How can baking soda be a good cleaning product? Possibly because of the grinding action, I believe. 99 proof. Well, it's going to improve that proof because you're getting the cannabinoids in the alcohol then. I mean, the old rubbing alcohol, you don't want to drink that. God. It adds grit. It adds grit. I mean, what they usually do is you get rice and methylated spirits in your glass bong. And I went to the president's house of the old school motorcycle club, and his bong was shocking. I had to go out to the driveway and actually get stones and pebbles and rocks mixed with yeah, rice and salt for a bong. Yeah, it's exactly right. and you swash it around, and the agitation of the rocks and the pebbles from the road base was enough to take off the tar that was stuck to the bloody bong, and it was disgusting, But anyway, I got there for him. That was my gift to the president. Clean his fucking glass bong. Geez, he was lazy. Just laziness, that's all, but that's okay. And he loved it, having it clean, But he didn't know how to clean it. And I carry this stuff to clean my vape, so I'll clean it for you, mate. Jesus Christ. But yeah, so I gave up using rice and had to go out to the road and get the, handful of bloody road base. And there was sticks and fucking, there were all sorts of shit in there. And anyway, we got it all out. But boy, it's, I don't think it had been cleaned for 2 years. But anyway, he had a new bong out of that. Dave made sure that the president was okay. A little bit of care. 1,000 butterflies. Hello, 5,000 butterflies. Hey, it's all good. It's nice that you're here. We're just having a bit of a reminisce about some of the trips I've done and some of how, if we let our implements go, they don't work as well. I mean, I'll give this a crack. It's a lot of moisture in it, though. That's the problem. I've got a lot of moisture in this. Oh, yeah, I'm moving it. I've got a lot of moisture in this. God, there's a lot of shit in it, too. See, I'm still going, 2-4. You can't really see it. But let me tell you, it's there, mate. Here it is in big droves now. But it's funny, you put that alcohol in and it does tend to take away the tacky oil that makes it stick. It just sort of becomes powdery after a while, and you can just remove it all and have a nice clean grinder. Oh, it's the dog that's in trouble, not me, thank God. Wouldn't want to be the stock. Scabbing time at dinner time, the dogs should be outside when the humans eat. I mean, it's cruel for the poor dog. You have to sit there and wait and, hope for a titbit and then get nothing, and then the dog resents you for, making it starve. The poor old dog's mind is switched on as mine at times. Absent-minded fucking thing I am at times. High Five. There you go. High Five was a kids' show. Pretty successful one on Channel 10, I think. They had a lot of merchandise anyway. And I remember because one of my friend's kids, it went mad for this stuff. Had to be High Five and Rags, the dog, and all this sort of stuff. God. Anyway, we're nearly there. We've got a lot of it off, I must say. There's still a lot of it bloody on there. God. And it just makes it hard to grind when it's working. Bloody, it's a nice little apparatus, this thing. But, they get sharkers full because someone didn't dry the dope out good enough. Let's call a spade a spade. Can this be done? Maybe. Anyway, let's try it. We've only got 3 nugs left, and then we're off to the dispensary again, guys. It's a sad old affair, that's for sure. Off to the dispensary to it's pretty moist, this actually. So it's not, we'll see how it grinds anyway. Hopefully it'll grind okay. We shall see. Let's hope. So we don't smoke rope. Doesn't really want to go down, does it? Okay. Anyway. Bloody hell. It's not the best really when it's like this, but we're doing our best, guys. Will Burney's still here, mate. Sorry, it's a bit you know, there's no smoke and sequins, and you know, it's just a bit of a marijuana smoking channel, really. You know, there you go. Something went wrong there. Yeah, it is, mate. It's a great shirt. I love this shirt. Yeah, there's not. I was saying to Sick today, there's not too many in Australia like it, so I'm very grateful that I've got the Grateful Dead here in Australia, and promoting their music, and being the closest thing to a Deadhead, I guess, in Australia, which is a very not common thing at all. Oh, look, you know, AC/DC is, you know, but I will say this. Last night I was watching a podcast of dear guy. Oh, I don't know what his name is. Guy Kemp, something. Guy Pratt and someone Kemp, and they do a rock entrepreneurs or something. Pretty cool little podcast. Anyway, they had David Cloverfield from Whitesnake. Cloverfield, I think Cloverfield from Whitesnake on the channel, and very, very great that I watched that, for the reason being how interesting it was, how he went about his process of his music, and I learnt a few things about that. Then I went back and had a look at his songs. Yes, so they were bad. You know, well, this is love. How I feeling. Is this the love that I've been searching for? But I can't sing those high notes like he can. Excellent vocalist. You know, is this love that I'm dreaming? Is this the love that I've been searching for? I can't even get that high. No way. There's no way in the world I can get as high as David Cloverfield as a strong vocalist. I have a lower registry for my vocals, I think. Much lower registry. But this weed is so damn sticky, and it's just not playing the game at all, T4. It's just hasn't been dried properly. And add a little bit of moisture in the grinder, and idiot, could have waited, dried it out a bit better. Would have worked if it was dried out a bit better. But anyway, it's not. These are the issues. It might make for a good joint, actually, this stuff, chopped up like this. You know what? That might be the key. All the stuff that didn't get grinded. Let's grab it and pop it into a joint, eh? What do you reckon, fellas? Cold as ice, willing to sacrifice my love. I can't get that high. No chance. So it's not about those songs, but it's about the ability to hit those notes in the songs. And take my hat off to him. What a great podcast. I learned a little bit more about Whitesnake. I was never a fan. I think um, out of that genre of music, it probably would have been. I don't even think when might have been Aerosmith, more. No, not even Aerosmith. I hated the big hair music. I was still very much into bands like oh, I just loved Pink Floyd. I also loved early Deep Purple, the Book of Taliesin, and Wring That Neck. I loved the music like um, this strange, odd band called Black Widow. Um, you think it's heavy, but it's more satanic folk. It was certainly an eclectic piece of a bunch of musicians making music. There was another failed attempt at a progressive album in Australia by some New Zealand artists mainly. They did a thing called the Star Suite, and the album was called Patch. I think the group was called Patch and the album was called the Star Suite, and it had the four elements: earth, fire, air, and water as different tracks on the album. So side A was fire and water, and side B was earth and wind. And great album, really. I've got some interesting ideas off that album, but and those are the sorts of things that influenced me while I made music. Um, no, I wasn't in the Metallica. I wasn't a fan of the Metallica. I didn't get into the look uh, Metallica. Not really. Um, not really. What was I into back then? And dare I say it could have even been Slim Dusty Strucken music too. Um, Matt Taylor and Shane, um, Sonny Terry, Brownie McGee. Not so much Janice. Lots of Sonny Terry. That's sort of how I got to play the harp. A bit out of practice. There should have been a bit of a doodly do there, but I, for some reason, haven't got the same mouth. Um, After losing my teeth, it's affected what I do on the harmonica, especially drawing, because you need a chamber to work some notes. So I'm learning how to play it a bit differently, but we're still, the heart's still there. It's Down Dirty Blues. I gotta put my tongue up to the harmonica notes. I think that way I can get them a little bit clearer for you. I hope that worked. There you go, guys. Bruce Dickinson, best. He's a good vocalist, definitely. Bruce Dickinson. There you go. Oh, guys, my eye. My eye is killing. Janis Joplin. Oh, poor old Janis. She was an artist, wasn't she, guys? Janis Joplin. Definitely an artist. Extraordinaire. Artist extraordinaire. And loved, sincerely loved, I think, by her contemporaries. Sure, she was a partier and a boozer. Probably a very lonely lady too. But you know, that's what happens with creative people. They live to the extremes to get the experiences, I guess, to be able to write about their experiences. Hall and Oates and Allman Brothers. Got one more silver dollar, and the road goes on forever. What's the next line and the next one? They're not gonna get the midnight rider, not gonna get the midnight rider. Doom, 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 doom. I got to run to keep from hiding, and the road goes on forever. I got one more silver dollar. They ain't gonna catch me, no way, not gonna catch the midnight rider. It's about all I know of the song. Probably butchered it, but I gave it my best. But I do know the song. And the other one is, Carry On the Wayward Son. What's that good one by Boston? Hooked on a Feeling? Is it Hooked on a Feeling? Woke up this morning, got out of my bed. Something in the paper I read. I don't know. I don't know the lyrics of the song, but I close my eyes and I drift away. Someone in the chat help me out. What's the song? By Boston. More Than a Feeling? More Than a Feeling? I think it's more than a feeling. Yes, more than a feeling. Got it. So, you know, I see you all there, carpal tunneying the response. No, 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 relax. It's all good. I've triggered the recesses of the brain and we got there in the end. Yes, I know the song. I know the song, exactly what they're talking about. Okay, that's good. We got a little bit of eye lube in there. Oh, bloody hell, guys. Anyway, soon. Oh, I must say Sterling Mill was good for bringing back the 80s music, the forgotten gems of the 80s. I appreciate that. Will Burner doing that in his videos. They're good. The old the old 80s music was definitely something else, wasn't it, guys? Hey? Anyway, here we go. We'll see what we harvested. I don't think it's a lot. As I was correct, it wasn't a lot. But it's certainly definitely a vape. So we'll use that and we'll get vaped. And the road goes on forever. And I got one more silver dollar. They're not gonna catch me now. Never gonna catch the midnight rider. Down, 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 down. I think I do need the other. If it's in here, I'm not sure if it's in here or not. I think it is. There you go, it is. A bang bang Lulu. There you go, bang bang Lulu. Oh, you remember that song? There's one for the chat. I think the old chat's playing up a bit. What's going on in the chat? I can't read all the messages. Yes, see, there you are. Hey, Stumpy's back. How you going? Does anyone remember Auntie Jack? Of course I remember Auntie Jack. Girls was like 17. Like, I forgot his name. Senior Moments. That's all right. 17. Are you thinking of Silverchair? Andrew Johns, perhaps you might be thinking of. I could be wrong. Chain. Yeah, okay. Oh, God, some chain. You worked me so hard that my back's near broke. I'd particularly like Judgment. Oh, I'd have to hear it. I'd have to have it playing along, but it wouldn't take long to pick up. I used to play quite a lot of chain riffs. Kenny Everett, God. Kenny Everett. There you go. Taxi Ride Music Band. There you go. That I wrote. There's 2 songs that I wrote. God, it'd be great to hear him, Jeff. That's just blast from the past stuff, that is. Greg Allman was one of the premier slide guitarists of all time. I think he was the slide guitarist. But then, you've got David Gilmour too, who's actually a very good slide guitarist. Because Lead Belly is a different thing altogether. It's not even in the same competition as rock, really. The old blues, Delta blues. I mean, that's got some pretty good stuff. Robert Johnson is a bit of a guitar legend. Jason Singh from Moe, Victoria, Australia, where I'm from. No. Okay. Yeah, right. Okay, so Jason is from Moe, Victoria. Look, we've got some great guitarists. There was a guy who was really good. His name was Iona. Fuck, he was good. I remember seeing him at the Byron Bay Blues Festival. He was great. Knew how to turn a crowd on. AFL, there you go. AFL footy, mate. Closest claim to fame I have is Jimmy Barnes and his wife. There you go. They come and stay at the pub. She's a Thai wife, isn't she? Yeah, Jimmy Barnes got a Thai girl. He knew that what their merit was. Really, I'm sure. Anyway, just emptying out the old grinder here, the stuff that didn't quite grind very well because it was a bit too wet. Just pull it out. Guys, I'm really tired, so I am going to try and have a good night's sleep before seeing the anaesthetist tomorrow. I sort of want to be a little bit relaxed, but I do feel for sick bastard who's going for his operation tomorrow. You know, bless him. Lord look after him, watch him. You know, be there. You know, sick doesn't need to lose his leg. And he'd be gutted, I think, if that happened. And the downtime waiting to ride again, I think sick is definitely a rider. And without his bike, I don't even want to think about that scenario for him. But I see a lot of diabetics around hospitals with no limbs, mainly no legs. And it's a very sad and confronting reality, I'm sure, for people in that affliction with that disease. So my prayers are for sick, definitely. Yeah, definitely. He's not like the world over. He's okay with that. He ruffles a lot of feathers, and he's okay with that. But no one deserves to get their leg chopped off, because they're sick. That's about it. That's all I'm saying, sick. It could be, overstepping the mark, buddy, but I don't think so. Have a medical treatment, mate, for me. Medical treatments all round. Are you there, 2-4? You got your medical treatment happening? With salute to you, sick bastard. Medical treatments all round. It is really bong hits all around, but let's elevate it. Let's elevate it. Yeah. I don't wish that for you at all, and I know that that's a fucking reality, and I hope it isn't. I hope you keep all of sick bastard for the world to hate or love, whatever way they want to treat sick bastard. But at least let them treat him as a whole, a whole person, not not fucking half a man. And I'm not going to say no disrespect to the people, but I'm just basically, saying these are the, you know, these are the risks, having diabetes. And they say it to my mate up in the hills is the same problem. He he's very fearful of those sorts of things, and he's been given a fucking crummy disease that he has to learn to live with, and it's a fucking crummy disease. I think it's a crummy disease, but anyway. Sick, our prayers, our thoughts. We wish you, you know, we wish you well, brother. Have a good day, preparing day. Um, Look, I didn't drink today. I know that's a big sacrifice for me because I love a fucking beer, and I like seeing better. So yeah, righto. Just gonna chill today. That's good, mate. Just chill. Listen to Dave cough and die as he sort of, you know, wishes everybody health. Poisons himself to death while saying it. Oh well, there you go. All good, guys. Yeah, have a cane for me. Hey, I got one more vape left. I will have that in a minute. It's actually really nice and strong, and yeah, I like it. But I do need to go off to. Uh, hey, it's already snow in Poland. Yay! Well, there you go, Poland. Hey, welcome to Dave's Australian channel. There's no snow here, mate, but the warmth of our friends, the enduring conversation that just doesn't seem to end. It goes down a bit, but then it picks up again. The algorithm goes push, 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 and then we get a new bunch of people in here. So Poland, you say? Well, there you go. We had someone from Czech Republic in here before. You guys aren't at war, are you? Czech Republic and Poland? You just get on? Because you have to get on here in Dave's channel. There'll be no infighting. Dandelion, an old participant from back not so long ago. And how are you, Dandelion? Stumpy, yes. My father's diabetes is not the best, and I never said, I'm good. Okay, that's good. But you spare a thought for your dad. Bird. Dandelion bird. I have no idea what bird means, but bird. I'm flying. I've been on the medical treatments for most of the day as a way to cope. Not so old bird. Not so old. Dandelion. Is it not so? Yes, I see what you mean. Anyway, you well? I hope you're all well. Thanks for dropping into the chat, hitting the like button and bringing it up to 20 likes for the session is great. I appreciate that. Thank you so much. If you haven't hit the like button, consider just giving the like. Yeah, good guys. Thanks for bringing it up to 20. I appreciate that. 2.5 hours. It's been okay. Not that many people, but quality people. I don't have ads. I'm still good for the hot single women. I'm sure, man. I'm not. I'll encourage them to ride and ride safely. Think about tomorrow and the family that loves you. So ride sensibly. But yeah, get out there and ride, I reckon. That's what I say to women. Especially when they pull up on the back of a bike And I happen to be near, I, I get the girl and put her on the Harley and say, look, think about it. Just think about it. This is what they feel like. Why shouldn't you think about getting one yourself? Just have a feel, pick it up off the stand, you know, and sure enough, they get the feeling that it's not out of their wheelhouse, and they've got the control. They want the control. You don't want to be on the back of a bike. It's not good fun. You don't have the control. I think we must say hello to EB from Hong Kong. Good morning, EB. Get this on the best thing between you. Get on this one of the. What's that? Get on this is one of the best things between your legs, which is a motorcycle, I guess. That's that does it for me. It's the only thing between my legs. Yeah, the motorcycle, man. Without the bike, yeah, it's not. I don't know. It's just a life. I can't see not being able to do. Took a minute. Yeah, I'm stone sick. I'm off my head, man. Very stoned today. Oh boy, it took a minute. All right. Anyway, all good. We've got a few people in the chat saying hello, coming, going. I'm going to stick around for a little bit longer. We'll make it an even 3 hours. Oh, that is good. Just got to let it heat up a little bit more and extract those oils. Extract those oils. I didn't really get much, did I? Not really, but anyway, a little bit. All good. I think he will. It was good. It was good that he came on. We all supported him when he came on. I don't know, Tony. I reckon you might be holding up. Still the one after all these years. Still the one we gotta use. You're still the one. You're number one. How's that? Still the one after all these years, and I'm still the one. Channel 9 advert. You'd have to remember it. There you go. Graham Bonnet sang Warm Ride. Great song. It is a good song. You don't need a license for that. That's it. You can sing warm. Yeah, I know. Warm ride. Warm ride. Take it to the greater side. Two-piece, man. I dig it, brother. I knew that, but I couldn't resist the Channel 9. Still the one after all these years. Still the one. Guess going back a few years now. Definitely 80s, I think. I think it was definitely in the 80s. Yep, that's it. That's it. It's good. People coming and going, and Dave's place is a little bit of a strange old garage. People come in, people come out. Some jokes, some very serious. I'll tell you what though, like had I not written down those ideas, they're gone. So I had to actually physically write those ideas down, or else they just go. And good quality filmmaking ideas start with a little bit of a sketch, a little bit of a planning, And I think that's how we're going to move forward in 2025. It's about better content. It's about retaining the viewer for longer. And how do we do that? And, Road Reality's pretty right, and I'm pretty right. Um, I like the differences of opinion, um, and the ability to consider both sides. And I think that's where I enjoy watching Mr. Road Reality. He he's definitely been good for Dave's channel. Um, you can get your mind fixed here at Dave's Garage. That's right, man. Get your mind set right here at Dave's Garage. We'll do a tune-up for you. The tune-up. Yeah, Dave's Garage. We'll do the tune-up. Yeah. Lost what I was thinking about, which is good. Means that the dope's good, And I'm nice and relaxed for tomorrow. I've got a bit of an early morning ride. 12 hours away. That's when they want me there. So in 10 hours, I think we might take the little Softail Slim tomorrow, see if we can't angle that out. I haven't been on that for a while. The old Softail Slim. We'll see. We'll see if we can angle it out. Just a better bike. And the big old girl, well, the big old girl's the big old girl. And she's had a couple of days run anyway. That's good. Ran down to Fremantle a couple of times on it. That's what we wanted to do. But yeah, I mean, I'll be taking it to the Harley shop, I think. Getting all the oils redone. Brake shoes. Hopefully it's not an issue. If there's still a bit of meat on them, I'll, change them in Sydney. But, it's probably worth looking at here now. Just going over the bike, tightening up fasteners, anything like that. Just doing a road ready trip for it. I know the spark plugs were recently replaced. I know tyres were recently replaced. I know, but I'm thinking I might be getting close to fuel filter. So we shall get a flat spots. Exactly. Keep the wheels turning, otherwise they get flat spots. Exactly, man. We can't give them flat spots. No, got to keep the wheels turning. We might put, I still don't know, like, the Road King is dying to go for a nice long trip, but so is the Softail Slim. The Softail Slim needs a good burn all day, The bikes love it. They get up to their temperature and they just cook along, man. And but saying that, be a pisser to break down. So we've got the other side of the pen. Here we go. So we've got some notes I've got to take, and it is renew. Roadside assist. Renew that. What else do I have to do? Service bike. What else do I have to do in the next few weeks before? I don't even know if I can do any of that yet, if it's even worth doing. If the doctor says, mate, you really shouldn't ride for the next 4 months, which is possibly on the cards, They say eye injuries can take a few days to heal, but really they take, X amount of months. From the little research that I have done wasn't really Dr. Google. It was a series of talks by an eye optometrist. There you go, the optometrist. And I spoke, and I didn't. He spoke about this operation, this procedure, and it's relatively straightforward, actually. And I have been far too anxious about it, and that's okay too. No one likes having cancer. So we get it out. Anyway, Buck Brown, how you going, Buck Brown? It's good. G'day everybody as well. Buck Brown says hello, and everybody, Buck Brown's here. Right, with one eye patch over the bad one. I think that's the go, you know. I think that's the go, you know, for a little while. I'll look into that. I think that would be the way to do it, you know, wear an eye patch for a bit. And why the fuck not? It'll take some getting used to, that's for sure. But I'll be mainly riding with good Polaroids. I'm going to spend the money on some good glasses and a good brand new helmet. It's time to retire the other helmet. It's not what I want. I need a good helmet. I need good eye protection. Look, the full face with the hockey mask and the goggles, probably an option. Probably. Also a bit of a, you know, red flag to the law, who will, you know, no doubt stop me in New South Wales and possibly cause me all sorts of issues with, you know, with the bike, because it's not particularly, it's fucking mean and it's aggressive. So it's instantly saying, you know, fucking, you know, geez, I'd look good with a defect notice on my bike. That's what the fucking pig thinks. And if you over rev while your lane's split, you know, then you're just asking for trouble. Two Brothers Racing Pipes are just terrible at that. They're loud, and you need to be able to ride appropriately with them when they are on your motorcycle to avoid the defect, the dreaded defect notice issued at whim by the yours proudly Road Traffic Authority of Western Australia. Yes, they like giving us a bit of a hard time, because unfortunately, you know, one black bike is painted, you know, and they're all black bikes. So it was a black bike, you know, to car drivers, we're just another black bike. However, I'm in my black and white striped pants, and I'm in my red and white top, and I look all, you know, Ronald McDonald and bright, and, you know, so they get a chance to see me at least. That's the idea behind it. They have a field day with my bike in that case. Oh, brother, yeah. It may be, look, Queensland Police too, where you'd be going and riding a lot in Queensland. They are particularly nasty, but they're also particularly okay. Just don't speed on their highways and you're okay. That was the mistake I made. If I don't speed, I'm fine. just another motorcycle tourist abiding by their rules. I think when you get out of the built-up areas and the Bruce Highway, if you're off that highway and you're heading inland, I think it's a little different. There's a little bit of ability to maybe plus 15 on the speed limit, and well, mine aren't exactly quite either, Buck, but all you got to do is have a listen to that last flyby short, you know. It's a lot of noise, but it's a fantastic noise, that's for sure. But and the Indian is no exception there. The Indian is capable of, that war cry, that's for sure. The I'm talking at idle, yeah, I know what you mean. Yeah, same. I've got a bad problem with the Road King when it first starts. When it's cold, it'll have an automatic choke, and it just bang. The neighbourhood's instantly woken up, and the poor guy here's got shock and tinnitus, so I cop it there. Oh, if I can start your bike down the street, would you, mate? Please, for my ears. God bless him. Anyway, yes. So I know all about starting bikes at idle here. Yeah, suburbs are not really the place for motorcycles. Out on the properties, out on the farm, mate, that's where these bikes come out into their own. They sound better out in the country anyway, especially when you can hear them coming from 3 miles away. Love that. Hear them in the distance roar, and then the roar gets louder and bam, passes you, and then you can hear it another 3 miles the other side of it. I love that. That's the country riding I dig, especially when I'm riding with a few other bike riders, and we all leave in different staggered times. So I think that's a great way to have a bike run. Everyone's staggered, and we're not all riding together. No, they don't. But if you're away and you're doing a flyby, you can capture it pretty well. I've got it a few times pretty all right. I'm happy with how it sounded. It's obviously next time I'm going to do it, I'm definitely putting the media mod on the camera to capture it. But I wouldn't mind doing a few little runs. Can I do some tomorrow? I'll be out on the bike. Not really. I don't really want to ride with this eye. I'm rolling down the highway in my truck, and I call. I can hear 12 that are coming up behind me pass. Turn the music. Yeah, I hear you, man. Yeah, that's got a rumble, hasn't it? You're driving down the road, and you get the pack just coming flying past you. Turn the music off and roll the windows down and listen to that pack. Yeah, no, it's mad. It's a lovely comment, Wheel Burner, and a lovely imagination of seeing that pack of 12, 15, just get around the truck, keep going. It's just an absolute mad thing. Yeah, bikers and truckers, man. We got a certain appreciation for each other. Do I wave to other riders every time I can, Tony? Myself, I do wave to all sorts of riders, regardless of the bike that they're on. I don't get a lot of waves back, but now instead of really waving, it's certainly the curt nod. How you going? I appreciate that you're on a bike. I nod to you. It's a bit of a nod of camaraderie, I believe. But some, like I certainly do wave out on the highway when we're the only vehicles. I'll make a bigger gesture than just a curt nod with my helmet. It is happy to see another bike on the road. That's more where the big wave comes from. It's not a hello, how you going, but it's certainly a, you know, on your mate, you're on your bike, just a quick acknowledgement. And so that's how I do. And regardless of they're on adventure bikes or they're on the Harleys, regardless if they're 1%ers or they're just the 99% motorcyclist, I'll give the wave. Not overly stupid, but you know how you going, fellas. That's why that's what we're doing today. We're on our bikes. Have I come across the situation where I've passed a pack? No, what I have done is I've always pulled up, let the pack go right ahead. You know, not worried if they're around. I'll just pull up. You go, boys. I don't even want to be on the road. And usually they ride past you, and then one will pull up and say, "Hey, you're right, mate." And I'm going to say, "No, fucking smoke break, man. I'm having a smoke break. Leave me alone. See you later. Have a good ride. Smoke break, mate." The old smoke break. But I've always had fairly good interactions with fellow motorcycle enthusiasts. There you go. It's not so much, you know, they don't wave well, you know. I know you're talking about. There are the elitist motorcycle, you know. Who knows as a motorcyclist? If not, that's okay too, you know. For whatever reason, they might have been daydreaming or just not feeling very chirpy, or they might be fatigued. There's a myriad of reasons why people won't wave. But fatigue, you should be off the road. Don't let fatigue on a motorcycle. You can do it sitting in a car, easy. Just sitting there, you know. As long as you have your couple of hours stops, and then, you know, but on the bike, you are, like they said, you are using all parts of your body. Anyway, guys, 3 more minutes. Let's punch a few more likes up there in the chat for us. That'd be spectacular, guys. Bring us up to at least 25, and I will thank you all for joining and contributing in Dave's live chat. It's been very productive in parts and very mellow in others. I'm glad I was able to share a little bit of my harmonica playing with you, a few of my ideas, my thoughts. Always, as usual, an excellent show and a good way to spend a few hours talking to the likes of Sterling, OC, Buck Brown, Tony, Jeff Satella, Sick Bastard. We've had a few, and definitely OC. You know, we can't forget about the contributions from Thailand, and I'm just kicking back now the last couple of minutes for till 3 hours of live Dave diatribe and verbiage, the daily dialogue with Dave. I appreciate getting to 25 likes, guys. I appreciate how responsive the chat has been this evening. A wave is respect, exactly right. So here in the last dying vestiges of tonight's episode, we count down so I can actually go to bed. I'll give you a full update of what the anaesthetists predict in tomorrow's little wave. Wave, you got me wavy. In tomorrow's little live, and I will keep you all updated. Lovely to spend some time here, OC. I really grate it, mate. We're all nodding off a bit. I'm nodding off, and I appreciate everyone for joining Dave. And we hit the 3 hour mark, and that's great for me. and great for you guys. So thank you.